Hey guys, welcome back. So this was the time that we went to London, and we learned pretty quickly from going different places that if we went on a 3-day weekend, like a really short time, or 4-day, we just decided to take like a bus tour type of thing because it was the best bet to kind of see all the things that you would want to see on your first time at a place that you've always dreamt of going to. So that's what we did, and then we would just get off and explore different sites. Enjoy this little clip.
London 2016. It's pretty chilly out. January. I just said London. We're at Big Ben. We're driving on the wrong side of the road and shit here. I don't know what's going on. She's almost got hit once today. There's the London Eye over there. I don't know if you can see it. You can barely see it through those trees.
Oh, how I wish I actually recorded more. But you know, we were saving the battery all the time because we were more focused on the photography part that we were actually super into, and like learning how to take night photography and all that stuff. But I did get a few little clips here and there, so they'll be scattered throughout here. So this was like the nighttime, and this was my favorite part, when you're like super tired from walking around taking pictures everywhere, and then look at this meal. It's just so hearty and like so homey. I really love that type of food. That's like, especially maybe it's because you're so cold, because this time that we went to London, I think it was either December, I forget exactly what month, but it was like winter, so it was cold. So it was really nice to have a warm belly going back to the hotel and the little train, because obviously we were out way past the bus tour hours. And this was the hotel that we stayed at. It was the Royal, I forget the name right now, but it was across this park that's called Hyde Park, which is really beautiful. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I took many pictures of Hyde Park, but it was across the street from it. And you'll see the title of it in a little bit. And here, this is where we went to. Hello, 2016 here in London at the Buckingham Palace. So yeah, when we got there, we actually saw the change. We were trying to see the changing of the guards when we arrived there late because breakfast and whatnot. So we saw the ending of the guards marching out of the palace, but this is the front of it. It was kind of surreal to be there. Not too high. Jeff, where are we?
Buckingham Palace.
Sounded like you said something else.
We're at the fucking palace. That's where we're at.
Are you trying to get the tripod set up?
Dangerous game.
So this is what we had to do when we traveled. We took a tripod, and that's how we took pictures of ourselves together. It was a little bit of a drag, but we got used to it pretty quick. Most of the time our suitcase was mostly, one of the suitcases was always just camera equipment and lenses, and then our tripod attached to it, and then the other one was like underwear and maybe one pair of like jeans. You know, we were like really minimal with our clothing, so we weren't always like, you know, really glamorous. We were just, you know, going around and exploring and eating good food. But most of the pictures you'll see that it looks like we're wearing the same clothes, but we did shower. We just, you know, we're practical, so we would wear the same jeans, different shirt, but obviously it's cold, so you have to wear a coat. So most of the times we were bundled because it was really cold. So yeah, these are some pictures I took because I just like the architecture of stuff. And this is the Tower Bridge, the London Eye, and Big Ben. And then but Jeff was so cold in the back there, but we were just chilling because we had already been to most of these sites. So what we did is most of the time we went around once just to kind of give an overview, and then we would pick where we stopped. And then towards the end we had already done many of the things, so we just kind of like rode on the cart for fun. And this was us trying to be like Harry Potter. So while we were there, the news broke out worldwide that Alan Rickman, which was Professor Snape, had passed away. So they did have a memorial there at the train station. So that was really neat. And yeah, enjoy this little tiny clip. So this was actually, it looks really spooky at night, but this is a place where we actually stayed. The reason we stayed there was because of the decoration. I did take tons of pictures of the room inside, which was super cute, and like, you know, the vibes of like the whole hotel. But obviously it was on my phone that I lost, unfortunately. So many of those pictures, actually all of those pictures, are gone in videos. So that's why I'm doing this little voiceover with these awesome little pictures, and I hope you are patient enough because soon many other trips will have a lot more video clips. And these are just, so this was actually at the Windsor Castle, and they have this really interesting, super secure, it's like literally going through the airport in order for you to go into the grounds of the castle. And yeah, these are just a few pictures around the area. And what was really interesting is that they have a replica of the whole castle. Well, not the whole castle, but a few snippets in a dollhouse, which these pictures were forbidden because if they would have seen me taking these pictures, I would have gotten kicked out. But you know, I risked it for the biscuit because I just thought it was so cool. Like I couldn't, you know, I wanted to take them. I know it was really naughty of me, but you know, I'm really happy I took them. And also they have this one area in the castle that was by the dollhouse where they kept all the china that they use, which is really cool. And then this was Stonehedge. I think this was the next day. We actually took a tour here. We didn't drive from London. We took a tour that took us to Stonehenge, and then it took us to I think like an area where Harry Potter was filmed, which you'll see here soon. These rocks were really interesting. Like I have no idea like how that's even possible, but anywho, it's a wonder of the world, so we wanted to see it, and it was really cool. And then we went to this little town where, like I said, where they filmed Harry Potter, like his first house, and we had some lunch there. And this is like really moody, like just the whole vibe of like, you know, this cold, and then the brick, it just looks so beautiful. So we had our lunch, or that looked like dinner, and then we decided to just get some coffee just to walk around and just look at this. Like I'm envious of this person's house. Like I want like their outside garden. All these houses are super cute, and here's Jeff, like he was super cold because it was really cold, and we weren't wearing like the super warm, like, you know, that's all we had that was like warm, so we did what we could. So here we are back on the bus with our little snacks, little dessert that we got at the Cocoa Lab, Chocolate Lab. And then they took us to a really cool place in the town called Bath. which is a bath, like back in the day, which was really, really cool to see. We were super tired by this because it was like a lot of drive. Well, we didn't drive, but our tour guide drove us, and you know, just it was really cold. But it was really nice to see this. And I don't think anybody actually uses it. It's more like the bath on the top, and then this part is like a museum, and it's underground, and they show you like just things that are still, they found artifacts and stuff like that, but it's super neat. And then this was our last day, and that's a struggle that we always took our stuff with us on our last day to kind of see the final things that we wanted to see. So we wanted to walk down, you know, Abbey Road and like, you know, the Beatles, but unfortunately we were really coordinated and we were short in time, but we actually were there, and that was really fun. We just took some little last minute pictures before we headed to the airport. And I wish it was more iconic, but you know, we got what we got. So yeah, see you next week.